In this video, we'll discuss the Dream Team, or the best player composition in Haikyuu Touch the Dream. This is based on the formations and lineups from Japanese player accounts, especially the top 10 in Dream Match. So you can see which players are still in the main lineup even after more than 2.5 years since the game's release. This is just an example lineup. Ultimately, it's up to you how you want to build your team and players on the SEA server. The good news is that the crafting feature is working well, so you can exchange items for materials as before. For wings, make sure you have enough saved up before the upcoming gacha banners. As we know, special event or new banners now last between 14 and 21 days. If not 14 days, then new events like the survival banner only last 16 days. So while events usually last a bit longer on the Japanese server, they are quicker on the SEA server. This means the gap between banners, which is normally almost 30 days, is only about 20 days on the SEA server. This forces F2P or free-to-play players to reconsider which banners they will gacha for, because if luck isn't on their side, they might end up like me, spending 200,000 wings on just 3 recently released banners. Previously, Kenma cost 60,000 wings. In the recent survival livestream, Korai and Suna cost approximately 140,000 wings. This is just an illustration for those of you who haven't gacha in Haikyuu Touch the Dream before. If you're unlucky, you might only get one of those characters, reaching pity at 200 gachas. So there's no guarantee you'll get many iconic players. If you're lucky, you might even get one in a single multiple. Let's take the example of the number 1 ranked player in the Japanese Dream Match. They have a mix of super iconic players, Korai, Kageyama, Kuro, Hiragami, and Oikawa. There are 4 setters, 5 wing spikers, and 3 middle blockers. As for ranks 2 to 10, some have full Inarizaki, Nekoma, or Zenji lineups, while others have mixed teams. Most of them definitely have New Year Korai, Christmas Oikawa, RPG Daichi, Work Hiragami, and Burger Noya. Almost all Inarizaki players are present, such as Osamu, Atsumu, Aran, Suna, Kita, Akagi, and Genjima. Most Japanese players use the Atsumu and Osamu super iconic RPG, Spy Kita, Vacation Suna, Christmas Akagi, Snow Aran, Amusement Park and Summerfest Osamu. The rest are random. Sometimes there's CF Korai, Survival Korai, Fireworks Korai, Yuji, Ikedziri, Akiyashi, Bakuto, Ushijima, and Goshiki. If we draw a conclusion from rankings 1 to 10, in the Japanese Dream Match, the most used wing spikers in lineups are Korai, Daichi, Osamu, and Kita. For setters, it's Atsumu, Oikawa, Kageyama, Kanma, and Akiyashi. For middle blockers, it's Hiragami and Sunu. And for libero, it's Noya, Akagi, and Yaku. This is just a small overview, as they likely have core players that haven't been publicly revealed. So this is based on the Dream Match lineups and formations, meaning not all Japanese server players have the same lineup. Mostly they use a mixed Inarizaki or full Inarizaki team, because as we know, Inarizaki players are almost equally good in every position: setter, libero, wing spiker, and middle blocker. For the survival banner, I recommend getting Korai, Sakusa, and Suna. If you want to build a Karasuna team, you can gacha for Azumane, for Alba Josai, Iwazumi. However, Azumane and Iwazumi are rarely used in the Japanese Dream Match. As before, most players gacha'd for Survival Korai, Sakusa, and Suna. Therefore, it's up to each of you whether you want to follow Japanese meta or not. I gacha based on my favorite characters, then I look at the player's skills and skins. So I don't just gacha randomly. At a minimum, I try to have one limited character for each school in Haikyuu. Not all players, just specific ones that are good at spiking, blocking, receiving, tossing, and serving. I also look at the players' buffs, whether they provide buffs to the whole team, several players, or just themselves. As you can see, I've only gacha'd for Bakuto, Oikawa, Christmas Hiragami, New Year Ushijima, Orchestra Kenma, and Survival Suna and Korai. Previously, it was only the uniform and cultural festival banners, so I've gacha'd on all limited banners. Well, only some limited banners because my wings are few, and of course I'm an F2P player. Inevitably, many limited banners have been skipped. Also because the event intervals now are approximately 20 days. This makes me confused because many upcoming banners are ones I want to gacha for, but my wings are limited. Not to mention the bad luck gacha where I had to spend 60,000 wings for just one limited iconic player is quite frustrating actually. But that's how gacha games are. There's always bad luck and good luck. So I'll just surrender and start saving again for the next banners. For the next banner, I'll probably gacha for RPG Daichi, as my wings are limited and the events are close together. I'll likely change which players I plan to gacha for later. On the SEA server, if you're F2P, it's better to gacha for your favorite players or players you need in your lineup. If you make a wrong move, you'll lose a lot of wings, like I did when gachaing for Orchestra Kenma and Survival Suna. That's all for this video. Leave them in the comments section. You can also join the Discord group or check out the tutorial on the website DeBuDDi.io. Thank you and see you in the next video. See you again.
Por ver, nos vemos en los próximos videos. No olvides los subs, dale me gusta y deja un comentario.